When we hear that Battlefield 6 used AI during development, reaction is almost immediate. A lot of people hear that and think it means EA used AI to make the game for them, but that depends on what we actually mean by used AI. Part of why this conversation has picked up again is due to the recent Fast Community article and follow-up reporting around EA's voice-to-face tool, but I think people are still blurring together two very different kinds of AI use, because there's a real difference between AI being used to speed up technical production work and AI being used to create actual player-facing content, and for me, that's the line that matters most. And when it comes to the conversation around Battlefield 6, we're discussing something like EA's voice-to-face system, which is reportedly to help generate lip sync and facial animation for cinematics. That's not the same thing as AI generating final cosmetics, promo art, or other creative assets that players directly see or interact with. And I also think it's worth noting that voice-to-face itself is not some sort of brand new tech that just appeared out of nowhere. EA had publicly presented this system years ago in 2022 as a speech-driven facial animation tool, so the existence of this tool is not the shocking part here. This kind of workflow tool is much closer to automation for repetitive tasks than it is to replacing actual artistic direction, and in isolation, I don't think that's automatically a problem. Studios have always used tech to reduce repetitive labor. If a tool helps animators work faster, block scenes quicker, or refine facial performance more efficiently, that's different from saying AI is now doing the creative heavy lifting. Granted, this is where skepticism comes in, and to be fair, that's also understandable, especially seeing as Battlefield 6 already had the sticker controversy where it was clear that sticker was AI generated. Whether that was definitive proof or not is almost beside the point. Once players start suspecting AI-made assets are showing up in an actual game, trust drops fast. Now, again, to be fair, that sticker doesn't prove there was some sort of broad, officially approved use of AI-generated assets across Battlefield 6. It could have been an oversight, a one-off, or something that slipped through the cracks. We don't really know, but for players, that distinction only matters so much once that trust has been eroded. And once the trust is gone, any mention of AI, even for behind-the-scenes tools, is going to trigger a much more negative response. So I think the sticker issue is a part of the reason why the response has been so vitriolic. It's not that just we heard AI tools, it's that we also had seen AI content already in the game itself. So now when we hear EA talking about AI helping development, we're not really hearing about workflow efficiency. What we are hearing instead is this confirms what we were already worried about. So to me, I think the real issue is not just whether AI was involved, but it's where it was involved. How much human oversight remains and whether the company is being transparent about that line. Because if AI is being used to speed up technical behind-the-scenes tasks, that's one conversation. However, if it starts replacing the creative work that players are directly interacting with, that's a different conversation entirely. So ultimately, no. I don't think Battlefield 6 used AI automatically means that the game is fake or lazy, but I do think that players are right to care about where that line is, and EA probably should have expected a stronger backlash once that sticker controversy was already out in the air. But where do you draw the line? Are you fine with AI being used behind the scenes to speed up development, or does any of its use in game production bother you? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I'll catch you on the next one. RAMTEID out.